What's up, guys? My name is Witty, of course, and today we are going to talk about something that is pretty short, sweet, and simple. The best ways to earn blood money on RuneX. Now, I know that seems like more of a SpawnPK thing, but blood money has a lot of uses on RuneX as well. The main of those uses being in this store right here. We can buy blood pet mystery boxes where you can get the death pet, cursed mystery boxes for all kinds of crazy stuff, and a bunch of other stuff in the shop that you can check out. One of the biggest things, though, is the Wilderness Weekly shop, where Iron Men can buy Grand Crests, as well as the Grand Cursed Chests, Cursed Mystery Boxes. The Laren's Key achievement can basically be completed with this shop. It will take a few weeks, of course, but it's doable. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the two fastest ways that I know of to make blood money on RuneX. Now, the first of these methods is simply going to be farming Dark Revenants in the Wilderness. Method has absolutely no requirements. However, there are a lot of things I would recommend that would extremely improve the quality of life of doing something like this. And the main two things are the Cursed Armor set, which provides +1 attack speed in the Wilderness with the full set, and pairing that with the Vigorous Chain Mace, you're going to be smacking 80s, and you can't really beat that. And if those are the only 4 items that you bring that you really care about, you're not even going to lose anything because you have Protect from Item and you won't be scalded. That being said, a crucial part of both of the two methods in this video are going to be the Cursed Blood Orb. And of course, I have my inventory hover descriptions turned off. However, we can look here. The Cursed Blood Orb increases blood money from Wilderness PVM and PvP by 2.25 times and increases the Wilderness drop rate by 10%. As you can see, they're always lost on death. However, what we're doing with the Dark Revenants will actually end up getting you more Cursed Blood Orbs. So as long as you don't immediately die and lose the first one, you should be able to sustain these no matter what happens. Now, for my loadout specifically, I do have my Vespilan Scourge pet because I really enjoy having that infinite run energy. That is the only reason I'm really using it outside of having the Paladin accessories for extra health and prayer. My inventory, on the other hand, the Sandfew Serum is really just for when I'm near Venenatis. I guess it has a dual function if a PK or Venoms me, but it's mostly just for accidentally getting hit by Venenatis because I don't pay attention. The rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to risk your Enchanted Heart, Infernal Heart, etc. So I just bring a couple of super combats. We have a Bone Crusher, Holy Wrench, and Herbicide to cover those drops. I do recommend you use Epic Luck tokens when doing this method. However, regular luck tokens would work, and I suppose Chaos would work all the same. The better the token, the more blood money you get, but you also lose tokens on death the same way you do the Cursed Blood Orb. So now, I'm not 100% confident in this, but I do believe the Dark Revenants only spawn at either level 25 or 30 Wilderness and above. So from 25 to 55 in that ballpark. Because of that, my favorite way to get to the Wilderness to start this grind is the King Black Dragon. The main reason that I enjoy doing the King Black Dragon teleport is because worst case scenario, if you see somebody, there's an exit right here in this ladder. You just go down, use the lever, teleport out of KBD's lair, and you're safe. We don't have to worry about that very often, thankfully. However, it's there if you need it, and it's what I would recommend. And here is exactly what we're looking for right here, the Dark Revenants. And while we're fighting this guy, I'll go ahead and show you the drop table. You're going to get Dark Revenant Ether, which each one Dark Revenant Ether counts as 2 regular Revenant Ethers, and you're able to convert them to regular or just use them as they are, which they can also be used to upgrade Cursed Caskets into Cursed Mystery Boxes, which is what we will end up using most of ours for. For the Amulet of Avarice, the imbued version sells for 2 to 3 bill or so at the time of this video. You can also sell the Cursed Mystery Boxes, you can sell the Lava Keys, the Cursed Keys, you can sell all this stuff. Your Cursed Emblems are a great way to make sure you sustain a lot of things, but most importantly, the Vigorous Chain Mace. So you can get the Revenant weapons from these, and they're pretty common from them as well. So if you don't happen to have a Vigorous Chain Mace, you could, in theory, use any of the other weapons, or for that matter, any weapon. But be careful what you risk, it is the Wilderness. I did almost forget to mention when I was going over the gear, I personally use Gloves of Silence E, which is enchanted, because it removes the Wilderness announcements from rare Wilderness monster drops, and all the drops we're looking for from these Revenants count as rare, so none of them show up in the broadcast, which means no one knows you're farming them. Now, I also bring the Avarice Eye, because if I catch any Nightwinter Imps, and those are the only ones that I will catch, I have that with me. It doubles it. It's simply just that. As you can see, we found a pretty good cluster of the Revenants up here, just west of the agility course. We are going to go ahead and farm all of these guys out and then see where that leaves us. So, it's been about 5 minutes. We've got 12,000 blood money if you include the blood money bag, and 1,300 dark Revenant ether, a couple other random drops here and there. You can multiply that by 12 and you will get an idea of how much we would get per hour. Long story short, we're going to be looking at somewhere in the ballpark of 130,000 blood money per hour, which is honestly probably the best method, but the closest thing to it is what we're going to talk about next. All right, and on to method number 2 we go. I'm not 100% sure if this is faster or not, but we're going to find out together by the end of this video. Prefer to use magic. In fact, it's almost required because otherwise it is going to be slow as shit. This method is going to be killing Ankus within the Revenant Cave because there is a pretty good cluster of them that will obviously aggro me now. And since we're going to be doing that, I guess we should bring ourselves some luck tokens as well, just to make the comparison fair. And we will use epic lucks just like last time. And we're going to head on to the Revenant Cave. Now, this is going to cost you a mighty large amount of money just to get in, 250,000 GP. Of course, we're going to take that from the bank. And in order to get there, fair. Okay. Well, I'll let you boys do your thing. All right. Well, we'll let them have their fun. We also have to be careful here because these guys are dangerous. I'm not terribly worried, but actually I think we have to go this way. Maybe I should be more worried. We are essentially going to head straight north. You will find some lava giants up here. I believe this is the path we need to take. I keep going the wrong direction. Eventually, when you make your way up here, you will find a group of 7 Ankus. You should be able to stand somewhere in this ballpark. Of course, we're going to Blood Barrage and let the games begin. Now, I'm sure there is an ideal square to stand in. I'm not 100% sure if you can lure all of them at once, but this square seems to be pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and sit here for the same amount of time that we did Dark Revenants, right around 5 minutes, and we will see where we're at with blood money. Alright, couple of things to note. We're done with our 5 minutes, as you can tell by our aggression elixir here. We did run out of epic luck tokens a little bit ago, and we took full advantage of that AFK guard because I didn't want to run into those guys to the south again, so... we are sitting on 28,500 blood money though in that 5 minutes, and it should have been over 30,000 realistically. And if you do a little bit of math there, multiply 30,000 by 12, you're looking at 360,000 blood money per hour. Now, you are going to have to sustain a shit ton of epic luck tokens. However, if you're able to do that, you can make that amount of blood money without using luck tokens at all. This method almost keeps up with the Dark Revenants, which is incredible. If you have a ton of regular luck tokens to burn, you're looking at around 240,000 blood money an hour, and it is by far the fastest method of obtaining it. Granted, you're in 40 plus wilderness, and if you get caught up there, well, you lose everything in your grand looting bag, and you're as good as dead. And that's going to pretty much conclude this video. Long story short, Ankus are the best blood money in the game, especially if you're willing to burn some luck tokens. If not, I would still probably recommend the Dark Revenants just because of the drop table as a whole and all the things that it brings. That's going to be all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, maybe learned something. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.